Did you play sports as a kid? If you did, what do you remember? Personally, I remember a beautiful day when I couldn't wait to get to soccer practice, having the time of my life running around with my friends. Although these memories are great, there are many amazing benefits that I reaped from playing sports as a kid that I didn't even realize. For instance, according to PCSFN Science Board, participating in youth sports is strongly associated with a stronger mental, social, emotional, and physical health for its participants. I've played sports all throughout my life, whether it be soccer when I was a kid or basketball last year, and I've learned so many valuable lessons through all of them. I believe that all children should be required to participate in youth sports because it will improve their health, social, and educational or professional potential. First, let's talk about the health benefits that sports provide for children. First, the physical health benefits that children gain from playing youth sports. Unfortunately, in today's day, according to youth sports journalist Connie Harrington, only 1 in every 3 children participate in daily physical activity. This is a very sad statistic that is not good for our children or for our future physically. When looking at these graphs, this compares just teens and their usage of social media compared to their physical activity. As you can see, the usage for social media is much higher than that of just getting out and playing for whether it be 30 minutes, 45 minutes, or even 60. If all children were required to participate in youth sports, we could drive this number way up and improve the physical health of our next generation. Connie Harrington also states that kids who play sports have lower body fat, stronger muscles, bones, and increased cardiovascular fitness. They have a much lower risk also later in their life of becoming overweight or obese because they are laying a foundation of a healthy lifestyle. Not only do sports improve physical health, but also mental and social health. According to PhD Parker Houston, he explains that youth sports improve self-image and mental health in all of its participants. Youth sports allows kids to relieve stress and have fun, which is very important in today's day. Sports give kids a community and a support system to work through issues with, as well as helping them build confidence and work towards goals to better their emotional and mental health. Now that we've talked about the health benefits, let's move on to how youth sports will help children's social skills. Youth sports teaches very many and incorporate very many important character traits that all children need to know. According to youth sports researcher Tim Fercecci, teams in sports helps children learn teamwork, how to be less selfish, and cooperate with one another, which are all skills that they're going to need for their entire life. It also teaches them to work with their peers, which improves their listening and understanding skills. Many of these skills that are very important for everyone to learn can be taught through sports, and it is a very effective way for them to have the skills such as listening, understanding, cooperation, and teamwork to be taught and stick around for their future. Another thing that sports helps teach kids is about responsibility and hard work. According to sports blogger and mom Delisha Hayes, sports is a great way to teach your child lifelong skills that they'll never forget, like self-discipline, hard work, and responsibility. No matter what children participate in, whether that sport be football or basketball or soccer, the benefits to their social skills and character are major. Kids learn how to build responsibility hands-on and work with others, which are skills that they'll need for their whole life. Now let's take a bigger look at the picture of what youth sports can do for our children in their future. Youth sports has an outstanding impact on the future of all of its participants. Research conducted by researcher Nicole Franklin said that sports participation had a beneficial effect on academic achievement in middle school and junior high. There was a positive correlation between GPA and test scores and sports participation. So when a child participated in sports, they tended to have a higher GPA and more skills that led to success in the classroom. As you can see in this graph, this was kids that were surveyed who participated in sports. They were asked what skills they thought they had learned from sports and which ones they had improved. As you can see, most of them agreed that they had learned their academic excellence has improved, their mental processes, their logic, they have more patience, and they even wanted to attend classes more regularly than other students. Sports participation helps to add purpose and motivation for students to do better in school, whether that stems from kids being forced to work harder in order to participate in sports to meet grade requirements, or help them learn skills that they're going to use for their entire life. Now, we'll look at how playing sports as children can lead to a better job outlook. According to True Sport, a 2010 study, researcher Betsy Stevenson showed how participation in high school sports has a positive effect on the number of education attained, as well as the likelihood of being hired and keeping that job. Essentially, people who played youth sports were more likely to improve their social skills as well as to get employed, stay employed, and they even made higher wages than those people who didn't play youth sports. So for all of these people that are given this great advantage of youth sports and the benefits it provides, we should try to get that advantage to everyone. In conclusion, now that I've talked about all of these different benefits that come around with sports and youth sports participation, I firmly believe that every child should be required to participate in youth sports, as it teaches them life lessons, betters their health, and provides more job opportunities. Now, thinking back to when you were playing Little League sports, did you ever consider that it would make you popular and rich? Well, it does. So now don't you agree that every single kid it should be mandatory for them to participate in youth sports to have a better next generation?